That phrase really catching on, huh?
I like it. I like it a lot.
This is Zanaya.
It's the righteous vigilante Jamon Creek, and you're tuning in to Minds Wide Open. Hey, yo, check it out. This is Namestream, never mainstream. You're tuning in to Minds Wide Open Media.
Shout out to the Florida Vibe Directory. You're now listening to the best playlist in South Florida.
Yo, you already know what it is. It's another episode of the Florida Vibe Directory. I'm your host with the most that loves butter on this motherfucking toast. We got a very, very special guest in the building. You know what I'm saying? Who I'm with right now?
Confer. Confer.
Okay. We're gonna start it off with, a quick question. Where you from?
Well, I was raised here from Jersey. Elizabeth, Jersey.
Okay, let's talk about the difference. What you like more?
I don't think I was in Jersey long enough to know it was a difference.
Okay, how long you lived in Jersey for?
How long?
Mm-hmm.
I came here young, like 4 years old.
Okay. So you barely know him.
Nah.
How you like Florida then?
It's cool. Though I draw a lot of my influence from North. No, like I don't have very much of a Southern influence.
It's crazy how you got the accent.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No, I know.
It's just being around family.
Yeah, it's being around family, and then also I always thought it was cool, and then it kind of just stuck with me.
I feel you. I kind of sometimes wish I had a New York accent because I feel like a lot of things come off funnier. Like low key, high key. I could be wrong though. But how'd you get into music?
I actually wanted to do public speaking, but I knew I just didn't want to go to school. So from a young age, I was like, how can I publicly speak without going to school and make it sound cool? So I'm like, yo, you can publicly speak on a song just with some rhythm. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. So
how old were you when you started?
I was 16. I didn't take it for real until I was 20. That's why you see now, like if people go through my page and stuff like that, we do shoots every month, but they be modeling. We collaborate with a lot of different independent brands. That's something I try to do, nothing big.
Yeah, I see you shooting a lot. You got a lot of videos, like, for somebody that just started.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So yeah. I don't have a video. I rap too. I used to rap.
For sure.
I kind of rap. But I don't have any video.
Well, listen, I'll do this for you. When you want to shoot a video, you let me know. You know what I mean? I connect you with some cool people.
Say that.
I'll do that for you.
Yeah, I just haven't had the inspiration to shoot one.
Yeah.
I have like a video concept that I want to shoot for this one with my brother called Only Strong Survive.
Okay.
But yeah, the concept that I actually do want to shoot is expensive. So that's what kind of held me back. And then videographers. Let's ain't about this about shooting.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'm going to be concise with you. It's not expensive as you might think. You know what I mean? A lot of people are under the impression that it's overly expensive. Of course, when you go with these brands that work with Lil Durk and all these people, now you just gotta find the right people. And that's it.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I wasn't even talking about the video itself, like the videographer.
For sure.
I was talking about like what I want to do for the video. Like, I want a yacht for the video. I'm trying to go paintball on the same day. Cause it's only the strong survive. It's kind of a pain song. So I want the video to be us enjoying ourselves.
Okay. So I see what you're saying.
Complete opposite of the song type shit.
Yeah, it does get expensive.
Yeah. So yeah, I got a budget for the boat and all, but like I said, this shit. Time gonna come.
Give it time, man.
Godspeed. You know what I'm saying? Time gonna come.
Yes, sir.
So let's talk about your childhood, man. How was it growing up in Florida? Like, how were you as a kid?
How was I as a kid? I was always cool. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't say I grew up around the best crowd, but I never allowed the people that surrounded me, like that were, let's say family and friends, I never allowed that to deter me away from my morals. I always was a little different.
Okay.
I never got into drinking and smoking and even partying.
Okay, you don't do any drugs?
No, not at all.
Okay, you just saying that because mom's here?
No, seriously. Yeah, I hear you though. At the same time, I don't knock people for doing what they do. To each his own. I'm not here. Everybody lives, the way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I respect that.
I don't knock anybody. Yeah. But yeah, definitely different. You get judged a lot when you want to govern your life and the way you want to govern it. Don't party. Try to stay out the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So like, how was that like? 'Cause I know me. I'm not really the the go out type. When I was younger though, like I was just in a mix. So I would be partying and I do partake in drugs. So like, I was doing that. So I couldn't imagine really not well actually I can, because when I played football I had stopped smoking for the season. And when I stopped smoking, a lot of my friends, they stopped hitting me up because they knew that I was not smoking. It would be no point of like chilling with me because they all smoking or not. So like how did you navigate through that?
It was hard, man. It was hard, especially it was hard because I grew up in a family. It was just a bunch of gangsters, just real street dudes. So for me to be the polar opposite was hard. Because everybody, I constantly had people would tell me, "Oh, you're not like your brother. You're not like your father." I mean, like that would bother me. And then sometimes you see me get in trouble for no reason just because I was trying to prove a point. Like, you're not hard enough. All right, cool. Let's go to school. Let's pick a fight. You know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean? But actually, those were just cries for help at the same time. You know what I mean? In a way, but it was hard. But after a while, a lot of it was as I lacked identity. And then I got into a certain place where you have to know who you are. And once you know who you are, everything else is obsolete.
Word. I mean, I feel like you gathered that early. Because if you didn't, like I was 11 years old and smoking. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just, it was around. So you had the willpower to you had an identity because you were saying no type shit. That's hard to do when you're around it so much. You got a whole bunch of kids your age smoking and partying and drinking and all this shit. So, I mean, I think you did have an identity, just me hearing what you said just now type shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, you know what's funny? Then I might go as far as to say I wasn't comfortable with that. I didn't want to accept that's who I was. For a long time I was influenced by many things. You listen to certain type of music, you watch certain things, you're around certain people, and you kind of want to fit in. Yeah. So maybe I did always have the identity, I just didn't want to accept it.
But you accept it now, and you roll with it.
For sure.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Salute to you.
Thank you. But also though, I don't knock anybody who do that thing. I can fit in with anybody. So
yeah, like I was just smoking in front of you. Smoke, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah, that's cool.
Shout them off being in the building. Shout his fiance in the building as well. So
also too, man, like my brothers, they smoke. I mean, so everybody, so mom Duke smokes.
How many brothers do you have?
I have 3 brothers, 1 sister.
Okay. How was growing up with all them siblings?
A lot of different personalities. A lot of people in one house.
Yeah.
But it's cool. The community's cool. Cause I didn't appreciate it when I was young. When I'm older, not so much just from that in my immediate family. I'm very grateful for it. So it was cool.
Yeah, that's what's up. And I got 4 sisters, 2 brothers. So I know the vibes.
For sure. So you know the
vibe. A lot of arguing, a lot of snitching in the house, a lot of fights. It's a lot of good times though. You always got that one sibling you closer with.
For sure. Especially, yeah.
Shout out Ty.
Shout out Ty.
No, I'm saying I ain't afraid to say it. She's my favorite.
For sure.
It's my baby.
Nah, I hear you. I mean, I wouldn't go as far as to say that anybody's my favorite. I would go as far as to say everybody needs me for something different. And I understand.
Word. On the middle child, so I'm my favorite. I had to cling on to the baby.
For sure. Okay. All right. I see what you're saying.
That was my baby.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I can see what you're saying.
So, we just naturally became close anyway, so we closer than most of my siblings. So that's my baby. Shout out to you, I love you.
Good job. Yeah, but also too was like funny you say it was in Rush Island too.
Yeah, fair.
The only thing that I would say that was hard about being a middle child, just in general, is your big brothers mess it up for you, man. Your older siblings, they do a lot of messed up stuff, so when they come to you, they mess it up for you. You can't try nothing.
Yeah, but then again, we the black sheep, so like we gonna do that. Like me personally, I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna do it anyway. Like whatever y'all went through, I'm gonna do it different. I know how y'all got caught. I'm gonna just do it different. You know what I'm saying? And how I get caught is how I get caught. So now my little sister knows how to do it, and she's an angel. You know what I'm saying? She the baby. She don't do none of the shit that we did. You know what I'm saying? That's how she got to college. After college. You know what I'm saying? Like that's everybody. Like not everybody, but most people.
Everybody different.
Yeah. So what were your influences growing up musically?
I listen to a lot of people don't really know them for music like that. But I listen to a lot of Joe Budden, a lot of Nas, like Logic. I'm talking about old Logic though. No disrespect.
Okay.
He
retired though, right?
I don't he retired and he comes back with a tape. I don't know.
I don't really follow him.
Yeah, I mean a lot of northern artists, a lot of lyrical heavy artists.
Okay.
I mean Cole, Kendrick, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't have to say much.
Wait, so how old are you?
How old am I?
Yeah.
22.
22. Okay. So, makes a lot of sense. But Joe Budden is surprising me. 'Cause, I mean, I do know Joe Budden from music type shit. So, but that surprised me in a sense just because you're kind of young. I wouldn't expect you to listen to Joe Budden because a lot of people, your age ain't, listen to the hater. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, listen, that it's unfortunate because I didn't find Joe Budden in the space of podcasting or the space of the interview. I found him as an artist. So before people knew
You in the slaughterhouse.
exactly, that's when I found him. So I found him in that state. A lot of times your perception on people depends on what state they're in.
Mm-hmm.
What time zone. Because Joe Budden, me, can be different from how you perceive him. You perceive him off the interviews and being a butthole. He is a butthole. I never want to meet him. I never want to meet him because, you know what I mean? But
Virgos are different peoples.
yeah, for sure.
Virgos are different. Virgo men at that. They're different.
Yeah.
But Joe Budden's cool though. I think I would definitely want to meet him type shit on his journalist tip too.
Yeah,
But like
of course.
Cause I mean musically, I do fuck with Joe Budden too. Like I fuck with Joe Budden when he was in Slaughterhouse and shit. He was different. My dog Nate put me on. We were younger. I was listening to Northern rap. I was like straight Southern Atlanta, Outkast, Goody Mob, Future, shit like that. So
which is still wavy.
yeah.
It's still dope.
Yeah, for sure. But like he was on like that Northern shit, DMX, Lloyd Banks, Slaughterhouse, shit like that. So
Sure.
he had put me on. So I was like, oh shit, Joe Budden kind of nice.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's not somebody to listen to all the time. But if you want to talk about it, bar spit and lyricism.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
You got different bars. Yeah, you gotta be a little angry to bump him.
Yeah, angry. He makes sad. See that?
Pain music.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So
Yeah.
also too, I gravitate, a lot to the audience too. So that's why, I conduct myself in the manner that I do.
Okay.
You know,
Okay. What music was mom's listening to in the crib?
a lot of freestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of freestyle.
who? Like who?
Hold on.
Oh my
Just
God.
I remember like the Children in the
I
Sky,
even forgot Johnny O.
Diamond Girl.
Diamond Girl,
all that.
yeah.
The records, and it was
Techno
really
music, a bunch of.
Okay.
cool. Yeah. So
How'd that influence you and like in your music?
I don't. How did it influence my music?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that had very much influence on my music. What the influence stemmed from, I remember one of my boys, he found out that I was into music and he put me on a certain artist and that's what influenced me. Nobody in the house really influenced me like that to pursue music. When you come from a family that we, like I'm the first one to jump out, and no disrespect to my older siblings, I'm the first one to jump out and have a dream. So it was new to everybody. So they had to catch up with me, like.
As the middle child does. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody, no offense to the older siblings, but y'all were just listening to moms and pops because y'all didn't know no better. And a lot of people weren't chasing dreams back then. You know what I'm saying? A lot more people are chasing their dreams now. Especially like now, like COVID, people turn the average person to an entrepreneur.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like this, oh fuck it, like I got nothing else to do. Let me figure out how to make tires, or let me figure out what, you know what I'm saying? Like let me get this money somehow. So,
Yeah. Essentially be self-sufficient.
yeah, so
Sure.
it go with the middle child, it go with the times as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? So there's no offense to the older siblings.
Nah, it's not. I love you guys. And we were like, what you mean? Yeah, now we all dream. But
To chase it, to go out
exactly.
and get it. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, like, you have to be a different animal, to chase it. You have to be, my fiance and I, she's my business partner. Her side of the business blew up before mine.
Okay.
So that's what a lot of people don't understand. You have to be, especially when you're an artist, you have to be ready to not make money for a long time.
Mm-hmm. You did mention that in one of your songs too. Something, I don't want to misquote you, but you had said something about why not help my wifey chase a dream. Something like I listened to it earlier today.
It was
something like that. I don't want to misquote you.
First of all, that was a fire record. If anybody, listen, I'm humble in the most humblest way. That was a fire record. It's called I Mean It.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
It's called I Mean It.
I just heard that one
For sure. And actually, I made that in my boy's living room. He made a studio for me. I was in the living room. We used to have to cut off the AC and everything.
Yeah, got to.
Right. So this before I had any money, before anything. That was like one of my first releases. That I released that in 2019. I didn't make the video till 2 years later.
Video art.
Yeah. But the reason I referenced her because in those 2 years I got to a point where it was like, I guess I'm gonna just support her because I don't see nothing happening. I wasn't making no money. I was a bus boy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, one of us have to invest into each other.
Yeah.
So I kind of took the initiative for a little while to invest in her. And then gradually that's when you hear me say, nah, I'm not gonna chase tomorrow.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard.
But yeah, I'm glad you listened to that. A lot of people in my inner circle know me for that. You know, like, yo, that's the kid that did that getting record. So
Word.
really cool.
Yeah. I want to listen to. You guys sent me one of the tracks. I think it was
Middle of the Ocean.
Middle of the Ocean.
Yeah, but that was a freestyle.
I mean, all your YouTube videos seem to be freestyles.
Oh, you know what's funny? You know what? You're right though. All of my recent ones have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we're actually getting ready to come out with a whole project. A whole project with a bunch of different artists. Every video is gonna have an artist in it. Yeah, we're working on something big. Every month we're shooting something. That'd be pictures. Oh yeah.
Word.
So yeah, you're right though. You did your research.
Yeah, no, but like I was appreciative because like not a lot of people are doing that or even risking, shooting a music video to a song that's not, theirs.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of wasting time to a lot of people because you're wasting money in a sense because you can't really get bread off the video or could get flagged. You're trying to monetize.
No, 100%. You can't.
So just the fact that you're doing that is, I feel like you're just doing it off the love.
Yeah, no, 100%. A lot for me, music is just a stepping stone for me. I do love music, but it won't be the only thing that I do.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So when I do things like that, it's really for the love. I'll be concise with everybody who's watching this. I'll be concise with you. I haven't made $1 off of it, like I told you earlier. Everything is out of love. And I still work a regular 9 to 5. I get up at 3 in the morning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then after work, when I'm done, I'm working on my dream.
Word.
So yeah, I haven't made $1. Like the only incentive I get is the love.
So you're not on what do you call it, DSPs at all?
Well, no, I am. But like for me,
You don't count that?
For me, like I'm talking about profit. So for me to make profit, it's gonna be a few thousand because, I don't like saying this, but we've invested thousands in this, like thousands. So $100 here, $100 there is not profit.
Are you investing in promo?
I was, but right now I'm not. I'm just using my biggest platform, which is my Instagram account, and I promote everything off there. It's a one-stop shop.
Okay, by promo I don't mean like go support Contrary's album, not that. Like
okay,
going to the Spotify playlist curators or whatever, and then trying to get them to get on their playlist.
Oh wow.
Or whatever like that. There's a whole bunch of websites. We can talk more.
No, yeah, no, 100%. Thank you for that.
Yeah, no, for sure, because it's a way that you do have to pay a fee.
Of course, yeah.
But it's investing in yourself, and not investing in yourself isn't only doing a music video, because that's important. But if you want to make $1 off this music shit, there's ways to do it, even if it may be called cheating. But people do listen. There's real streams. I did it before for my first drop. I got like 10,000 streams. So you don't get that much bread, but like if you keep doing it, you know what I'm saying, it don't cost that much. Probably $20.
Well, funny thing is, the one song I promoted, the one time got 30,000 streams. I don't know if it was real or fake. I think it was like Playlist Booker, right? I took a break off of that. I come back 2 months later, and this was a record I already had out. I come back, and for somehow, some way, on Everything I Love, I had 70,000 plays on 2 different records. Without promotion, but it was in other countries and stuff like that. So after I saw that, I was just like, so I promoted something, I put like $200 in promotion, got 30,000 streams. So I guess that kind of like took me away from like, man, freak the Spotify. I'm gonna just dedicate time to other platforms, and then Spotify will come eventually. I don't know, but everybody's different. To each his own. So, but
Yeah,
before-
but they got Spotify,
Yeah,
they got
yeah,
Apple Music,
a
they
bunch
got
of stuff, yeah.
Amazon, they got there's this really good it's called Icy Network. They can get you on Lyrical Lemonade, they can get you on Breakfast Club.
okay, so
Like those
so put me on when we leave.
Yeah,
You got to.
for sure.
No, but I thank you though for sharing.
Yeah, already, bro. Like you're an artist, man. I know, and you talking about you ain't made $1. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not fun.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you're doing it for the love, and that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, you are a human being that lives in America. You know, capitalism is the
Well,
thing. We
yeah.
gotta survive out here. So, me as a man, I'm not gonna sit here unless you, as another man, like talking about. I ain't made $1 for music, but I love it.
But listen. I respect that.
Yeah.
I thank you. I appreciate you having that mindset, but I don't say it in a bad way. Because people get excited for 1 million streams. I'd rather build a buzz, rent out a venue, and pack out the venue, and me headline the venue, and make $5,000 for one night.
Also, LA Russell shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So because you know we don't get paid off streams, you know that.
Yeah, for sure we don't. That's why I said like you gotta have it in some way.
No, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
This is true.
if you want bread off the streets, that's why I said if you want bread off the streets,
Nah.
there ain't nothing wrong with what you saying either. Because Russell hard, like his movement is hard as fuck. He's been doing it for a while. I respect him. So that's not a bad move to do anyway. But if you do, you know what I'm saying, it's there.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
But I do appreciate you, and I know you mean well. I can see your intention.
Already.
But like my biggest thing is, I want to pack out venues. You know, build a little bit of buzz. I'm cool with perform here. You got $5,000. Perform here, you got $3,000. If I can make, if my team and I, we can all make $5,000-6,000 a month, we do that for the year. That's living. That's living. You know what I mean? I also want to get into clothing. Like, so for me, I'm not too worried about streams right now, because I understand you don't make much off streams. Every artist knows that. Selling merch makes you money. Doing shows makes you money. I want to get to the point where people are gonna be sponsoring me. Like, yo, let's talk. I'm gonna sponsor you. I'm gonna throw you these shoes, and you sign this contract. We'll throw $2,000 in on top of that to wear these shoes in that interview. That's where I want to get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, I'm not too big on being, you know, MJ status, Drake status. You know, I can build a big enough buzz and still live. I'm just trying to live a little bit. You know what I mean? But I do hear you. I appreciate you, my brother. I do hear you.
Already.
Yes, sir.
So what you got planned, like, you know, project wise for the future? Are you working on a project now, or?
I have 2 full projects done. We're just working on the visuals for the songs.
Okay.
The first project that you guys are gonna hear, is called Bad Company, Good Morals. The reason I call it Bad Company, Good Morals is because that's my life. So it's been my life. I've always been around bad company, not by choice. It's something I was born into. But no matter how bad the company, my morals have always stayed the same. So a lot of the records, you know, not a lot of the records. Some records are a little upbeat, but in the first few records, you're gonna hear that. You're gonna hear that. I was always grounded even before I knew I was grounded. Like, kind of like how you say, yo, you have boys who smoke this and that. You never picked up, but no. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, that's tough.
you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But then it's multi-perspective. People be like, oh, just because I drink out bad morals, so no, I'm just saying my take on it. The people I was around, they was doing street stuff. Like, I was playing basketball, people who was selling drugs, all that craziness. You know what I mean? So no matter what I was around, my morals have stayed the same. And then
The second one?
And then the second one is called Powwow.
Okay.
That's an entire collaborative project with a bunch of local artists, and that was intentional.
That's what you were talking about earlier.
For sure. Yeah. So and then Powwow essentially means like a gathering, celebration. You know what I mean? So I kind of took that. Well, my boy shout out to Man. I don't want to take that from you. He gave me the idea initially. I was gonna call it something whack. I was gonna call it, oh, it takes a village, and he was like, we're gonna work on that. And then he was like, what about Powwow? I was like, what's Powwow? I mean, he was like, well, you know, it's like a celebration of people getting together, they celebrate music, celebrate each other. They, you know, we just have a good time. So I'm thinking, cool, we're gonna do that with the artists. We're gonna celebrate each other and just make records.
Word.
On some of the records, you hear me less than you hear the other artists. I let the other artists shine on some of the records too.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? But that's who I am. Not everybody's like that. So yeah. So but one of the projects, Bad Company, Good Morals, comes out on February 7th.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Along with visuals. So
Visuals for the whole project?
Yeah, we're gonna shoot visuals for every song.
Okay. So
Yeah, man.
Not a lot of people do that.
Nah.
Is it gonna be like a movie? Like every song's gonna, like every video's gonna
Tie into each other?
or is it gonna be just completely different? Every video.
I guess we'll have to see.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want to say too much. I guess we'll have to see.
I got you.
Yes, sir.
You talking about how you want to perform, so you want to start venues. Have you performed before?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I know it's the most contradicting thing, but I wouldn't want to no other way.
Nah, I feel you.
Yeah, man.
I haven't performed either, my boy.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah, the biggest reason I want to perform is because nobody loves your music how you love it. I want to be able to walk into a venue. We have at least 2-3 weeks of practice. That's how meticulous I am.
I'd be scared, bro.
Yeah, what?
I'd be scared.
Yeah, like.
I'd be nervous as hell. That's why I haven't performed. Okay, I've been doing music for like 16 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Look at me. How old are you?
I'm 29. I turned 30 in April. I'm a Taurus.
Hey, bro. You look good though, man. I look good. You look young. I'm just my age.
Hey, trust me, I get that all the time at the gas station. Just buying these here. I always ask them, I'm like, how old do I look before I give you my ID? Tell me something nice. And they always tell me like, you look 19.
You look young, bro. You blessed.
Yeah, thank you.
Blessed.
Appreciate that.
And we all blessed in different ways.
Nah,
You
for
blessed.
sure. I appreciate that. That's so you said you never performed before.
Well, I lied. I have performed before. The 2 times that I performed, it didn't go well as far as sound. And I told myself I'd never perform again unless we get the sound right.
Okay.
I'm that meticulous.
So you're not trying to do no like local shows, like local.
Look, as of right now, where I'm sitting, no. But you never know. God might hit me.
You're really just trying to build your base.
Yeah, for sure. Foundation. I'm doing a lot of collaborations too. Like the clothing I have on right now. This is sponsored. This is this Anchor clothing.
Okay.
It's a local brand. You know what I mean? I'm trying to just do something out of the ordinary. So I'm thinking like build a foundation, build a little fan base, build relationships, even if they aren't fans. Like let's say I met you through clothing. You know what I mean? Come out and support the shows. You know, come out and set up shop. You know what I mean? So I wanted to support while I'm doing shows that have pop-up shops as well. But for these brands. So it's a whole different thing that we want to do. So right now it's just I would say it's our foundation year. We just laying foundation. Next year when it's our foundation year. And then next year we'll start performing, but I don't have a big enough buzz to sell out anything crazy yet. Not yet.
Word.
Sure.
I mean, it's all about like LaRusso's starting in the back. He still does in the backyard. So like that's where he started.
Oh
so,
yeah, you know what I heard.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's how he does his shows. He sells tickets for I think $10. I don't want to say his price or whatever. I don't know the price exactly, but let's just call it $10. You know what I'm saying? And people come through. It started out like 25 people. You know, maybe 15 people. It grew. Now he's selling out 500 people in his backyard.
Amen.
And he's still putting on concerts like that, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely agree with with that mindset.
For sure.
You should definitely run with that.
Sure.
But don't be afraid to have 4 people in your backyard.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like don't be afraid to start off small because that's how it's gonna grow. And you already got your artists, your homeboys are gonna be on this Power Project. You might as well I'm pretty sure they got music, put on a show. They got people that come through. You got people that come through.
Sure.
Put on the show.
You gonna
that's
come
how it's gonna start. I'm gonna come through.
You gonna come through?
I'm gonna support.
Alright, so I hope
If you put on the show, I'm gonna come through.
Cool.
I'm gonna come through. You heard it here first. You heard it here first, y'all. Guess everybody gonna pull the fuck up. If Contrary put on the show, but if you don't put on the show, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no show for me to pull up. So I'm gonna hold you to your word. You got to throw it.
I appreciate
And don't be afraid for 4 people. So even if I'm the 3rd person, the 4th person.
I appreciate it.
I'm gonna be screaming that shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, man. Definitely hope outside of this, over these cameras, we can establish a relationship.
nah, for sure, bro. I'm already fucking with you, bro. I fuck with you, when talking through the DMs or whatever. You're respectful. You know what I'm saying?
Sure,
you weren't
sure.
weird. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people be weird or whatever.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I try my best to embody my name. I mean, it's a lifestyle.
okay, bro. I'm not ignoring you right now. I'm just trying to find these quick fire questions.
You good.
Cause my boy done sent them to me and I can't find them.
You good.
But while I'm looking for these questions, what else do you have coming out? What else are you working on?
We're gonna start collaborating with models, and that's my next thing I'm working on. Just collaborating with models like just upcoming models like myself.
Like how solo collaborating with them? How?
So just inviting them, letting them know, you know what I mean, just reaching out, let them know, getting the paperwork done, make sure everything's right. And then, so what we would do is, we just rent out different studios and we take pictures, we do different things, you know what I mean? And then, the way we collaborate with them is when something is posted, I'm big on collaborative posts. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to get it to where my face is everywhere.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So like if you go on certain clothing, like the 4 clothing lines, my face is all over those. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to get it to that point where even if you don't know me for music, you know
from somewhere else.
You know what I mean? The modeling will turn you on to that.
Okay.
So
How'd you get into modeling?
Yo, I do it. I don't even know, bro.
Somebody just told you you look pretty.
Yo, I mean,
you got a face, man.
Yeah, like like my fiance would always tell me, my people's always tell me, like, you good looking dude. You know what I mean? I never wanted to do it because I didn't really like my look. You know what I mean? Like I struggled with that confidence. But
I call myself medium ugly.
Medium ugly.
my girlfriend hates that shit.
For sure. Nah, but yeah, I got into it just by one day just jumping out on a limb. I seen myself in my first music video. And I seen how dressing up made me feel. I was like, yo, I can do this. I mean, we kind of just tried it, and then it went well. And then after that, I was like, I don't want to model for an agency. I want to do it independently. I'm gonna start reaching out to these brands independently. We've done meetings with people like Lucent Aroma. They have a store in the mall. And I remember in the middle of the ocean, freestyle.
Yeah.
That jacket was a mine. That was his.
Oh, word.
Yeah. He let me throw it on for the video. He said, "Here, just promote it for me." And
it's a hard freestyle, by the way. Cut you off.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. I try. I'm okay though. I'm still improving.
Nah, I text my girl on the way here. I'm like, oh shit, little buddy, alright. Nah, you was hard, bro. You hard, bro. For real. The first song I heard from you, like, I feel like I got like the wrong impression.
Who was it?
I don't wanna lie, so I'm just gonna say what the song I heard from you. You were rapping in a, like, we say like lyrical, spiritual. You know, say you were very conscious. It was conscious rap. I don't know what song it was, but I was like maybe
make records that break records. When they hear your record, they change their own record.
Probably that one.
Yeah.
Probably that one.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not really
rocking with it, but it's okay.
Yeah, at first, I wasn't in the mood to listen to that at the time.
Yeah,
you know, probably because I listen to Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? So I can be in the mood.
Yeah, you definitely have to be in the mood.
So I just wasn't in that mood. So I'm like, okay, this is the kind of rapper he is, or whatever. But then I went in our text thread. You guys sent me the freestyle. So I'm like, let me check this one out. And I went to YouTube. I'm like, okay, listen to that one. Listen to the Churchill Hills.
Churchill Downs?
Yeah, it was Downs. I don't know why I correct
Churchill
myself.
Downs. Yeah. Actually, that was very big for me.
Yeah, that was a hard one too, and I was like, okay, and that's when then when I heard I Mean It.
Yeah, that's when you know.
That's when I text my girl. I'm like, okay, alright, be nice. So yeah, for sure, you definitely changed my opinion on like the first song. I just wasn't rocking with that first song. I gotta go back.
Yo, but I appreciate you for being real though.
Yeah,
thank you.
I can't do anything but be that.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? All I know is all I know.
Yes, sir.
We gonna get into these quick fire questions though. First question. My biggest inspiration is.
My biggest inspiration is. Wow.
Uh-oh. You stumped him.
The whole
first
audience.
question.
My biggest inspiration.
You looked at both of them like. You looked at mom and the girl like, oh shit. I just going, yes.
Gotta say God. That's all you can say.
God, dude.
I don't want to be too quick with this answer because I can only say it once. After it's said, I can't say that.
I mean,
so I'll say my biggest inspiration. I'm not. Damn, I wish you would have sent these to me.
That's not the fun of rapid fire question.
Rapid fire.
My biggest inspiration. I would say, and people don't might be caught off guard, but not people that my biggest inspiration. I would say my parents. As left field as that might sound to them, my parents. They came from nothing, and they made something. They're the first people in their family to own a business.
Right.
I mean, so that really inspired me to be who I am. This is why I go so hard. I want something with my name on it now. when my parents go, they leave us. They leave us some nice stuff. It's called. They're gonna leave us some legacy. I mean,
Sure.
so they inspire me, and I didn't know my biggest inspiration was my parents until I got older. You know what I mean? And I understood what it was to live life and go through life. Especially my father. I didn't understand him until I got older, until I knew what it was to be a man.
Mm.
Until I knew what it was to deal with certain temptations and certain evils.
Okay.
You understand? So my biggest said, for them to come from nothing and be who they are. And yeah, that's something I want to do. They my biggest inspiration.
That's what's up. That's what low key kind of saw that to come on because at the end of the song you got called moms or whatever, you know, just
You really
yeah, really. I did listen. I'm not lying now. I'm not lying. You know what I'm saying? If it's song you done called moms, you know what I'm saying? You know, I want to tell you I love you. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So yeah.
You listen, you're a real one.
Girl, come on. I'm not just gonna say I listen to the song and then listen to the song.
A lot of people do that.
Yeah, they lame.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not sorry. Y'all lame for that, but you know,
Yeah.
I listen to the shit.
Yeah. Listen, I'd much rather people be real with me and say you didn't listen to it. I'm not gonna be mad at you.
Yeah, that episode's man like the first clip, you know, song.
Yeah,
listen to.
like I dedicate my whole rap career to being real. Just be real. So thank you. I appreciate you being my baby. Appreciate you, my parents.
Already, man. Shout out Mom Duke. Shout out Pops. You know what I'm saying? My biggest distraction is
My biggest distraction for a long time was woman. Woman. I mean, that was my biggest distraction. And it's something that I get up and I fight with every day, especially being young, especially being influenced to pursue women. And it's not something that they say to you. You're influenced through people's actions. I'm not gonna name drop, but I grew up around a few people where not that they never said it was cool, but their actions said otherwise. I mean, so every day it's a constant battle. And I say that in front of her too. She knows. I mean, I keep real with her too. Yeah, my biggest thing is keeping away from women. You know, and I had to be real with myself. Some men can step out their relationship, keep their main relationship cool, and still go to work. I couldn't sit there and look at him and do it like that.
yeah.
I mean, because it was killing me too to be fake. I mean, it was getting so bad to where I couldn't even trust myself. So it was making my relationship horrible.
This man is 22, y'all. This man is 22. This is nuts, bro. I was not thinking like that when I was 22. I know this boy is engaged. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all for real. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So young. How old are you? No, I'm asking.
22 is
22. They 2.
17.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's love, bro. That's love. That's love.
She definitely my rock. You know, I appreciate her. I'm the butthole. You know what I mean? I'm the butthole. You know, but thank God she's bought in. You know what I mean? I'm just a reflection of the people I surround myself. I'm just a reflection of what happens when you have people around you who buy in. Because you can have people around you, that's the easy part. But are they buying in? You know what I mean? Like I have people who love me, who care about me, and it's sad to say not everybody has that. I mean,
Yeah, that is true. That is true. I'm gonna skip this next question.
why?
Why are you even saying that? man?
Yeah, I know.
What you wanna say?
Down.
I like women that.
I like women not.
I like women that.
I like women not. Oh, yeah,
Finish the sentence.
yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Well, you know,
If you want to answer,
Yeah,
now
go
it's
ahead, go
out.
ahead.
Now it's out. So
yeah, go ahead.
you gotta answer now.
I like women that what?
Dot. Finish it.
Oh, yeah,
That what?
finish it.
Yeah, finish the sentence.
I like a submissive woman. I like a woman who is independent but understands the value of a team. You know, knowing how to leverage between those two things. I like a woman who buys into the vision. I'm just saying, I like a woman who respects herself. Who, when she walks, so when she gets up in the morning, she smells good. Every time you know what I mean, smell good, respect yourself. You know what I mean?
Word.
And then also too, it's cool out in the world, but you know, freaking sheesh.
You fucking boy. Good answer, though. Good answer.
Yes, sir.
This man's a very mature 22-year-old. My favorite vacation spot is.
I don't like vacations, but one of the coolest vacations I've ever been on. I would say I went to DR. That was pretty cool for me.
Do you not like vacations? Is it like a selfish thing? Like you feel like you gotta work, you don't deserve it type shit.
Yeah, I mean in a way, but at the same time, See, like when I'm in the comfort of my home, I can control that environment. When you out in a public place, you can't control who's coming in, who's coming out. I'm very paranoid. Something I'm still working on now. You know, God's working on me, but yeah, that's why I don't like vacations. I don't like going out. You know, I do like going out, but I like the chill vibe, the control vibe. You know, DR is a lot of partying, a lot of drinking. I'm not into all that. I'm not into all that. And the biggest reason I'm not, no. Yeah.
All right.
Not too much.
Interview part 2 coming. We're gonna get into what he couldn't get into.
But you know what'd be really cool? You know what'd be really cool? If you want, after February 17th, when that project drops and you hear it, bring me back up on. Ask me questions about the project. If you want. Of course, I don't run. If you want. But
no, it's not.
I think that'd be really cool. If you want.
Yeah. After the project's out, we see the videos, you know what I'm saying? I hope you put on the show by then, so, you know, we can talk about me pulling up to the show.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So,
sir.
yeah, for sure. We can make that happen, my boy.
That's good encouragement on your part. And for the record, once we establish this relationship, that tends to be our MO. You got something to drop, just hit us up.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yes, sir. Yo, before I leave, please let's connect. I want to make sure I get all you.
Inevitable.
Yes, sir. I got you.
It's gonna happen.
For sure.
Yeah, I did. My favorite movie is.
Favorite movie. Definitely has to be Fast and Furious. I'm very family oriented.
All of them are which one? That's a good follow up to that though.
Yeah, so
All about the family.
I think after Fast, I think it was 5 or 6. I thought they were whack. They got too future. They were way too ahead of their time.
They really jumping on a helicopter.
Yeah, you know, I thought we were downshifting, up flipping.
I thought we were racing.
Yeah, and
What happened to racing?
You know, now Toretto's turning on his family. He had he stepped out on his girl, had another, or I don't know what the story is. Yeah, it's like, but we attend because of the name. I mean, I guess I've been watching it for this long. I might as well go.
I feel you. I haven't watched the Fast and Furious since 5.
See.
Probably since 4.
See, I'm telling you,
4 or
like,
5.
Yeah, like those.
I can't tell you what 6 and Fast 7 was about. I think is there more?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've literally never seen the one.
There's up to how many?
I think there's 9.
There's definitely 9. That's where John Cena got down.
Yeah, I don't know none of that. See, it just got too much, but that's what's up. I like my favorite franchise. If I'm gonna go like long movies, I guess it's not long. It's Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
You know what I'm saying? Harry Potter is my franchise.
You knew? How did you know?
You knew I was gonna say Harry?
Because of the glasses?
And I was like, the only other one has got to be.
Oh, I mean, yeah. There's a couple, but nah.
Terminator, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
There's Rocky.
Now you're naming.
No, but Harry Potter for sure. You know what I'm saying? I love that. I love that shit.
Yo, and no knock to Harry Potter. Like when I've seen the visuals for it, and I sat and I watched a little bit of it, I never got into it, but it is dope. I mean, it's actually dope.
You should go back and watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, definitely.
Especially as an adult. You like Harry Potter?
A lot. Too
Man,
much.
if you don't get this man on,
It gets really good for adults at the end though. Like,
that's what it's for adults.
Yeah,
Like after I think Lord of the after the 5th one.
Starting with Prisoner at Azkaban is really interesting.
Yeah,
It's like mind bending already.
But
Yeah,
listen, concisely, naming words and they sound like shit. But I got you. I will look into it. But she's been a heavy advocate for me to sit down and watch it.
Well, we'll see what happens next time you interview.
Right. Well, yeah.
Next
Time you're here, we'll get the update. Gotta get to talk about.
Yeah. Nah. Hopefully when I come back, I'll be in February. If y'all want a little later than that, I'm down. If y'all want to bring me up 20 times.
20 times.
20,000 something.
Yeah, you can definitely be in front of the show. We also have a Saturday show called Proximity FM. You know what I'm saying? We broadcast, we show music. I don't know why I'm grateful right now. We got a playlist of 20 songs. We play music. We talk shit a little bit. We have a group chat news section. It's good vibes.
So real quick. I know y'all have a proximity plan. Can we change the dynamic a little bit? And instead of me coming back in here and you interviewing me, why don't we all just sit down with the team? I'll take like 4 of the songs off the project and we listen to them there, and y'all just let me know what y'all think. If y'all want,
You want to have like
It's ballsy to pitch that on camera.
huh?
Like, if you want to pitch that to him,
we can talk after this. We can talk after this. We can talk after.
I'm really putting him on the spot.
Yeah, right.
Like,
We can definitely talk after
Hey,
this.
shoot
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Hey, I appreciate the confidence though.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't scared of the camera.
I mean,
I
listen,
am.
listen. The worst thing you can say is no.
Nah, for sure. I tell my girl all the time.
No.
Nah, like the worst thing you could like, you know, say.
I thought you told
nah,
me no.
I don't tell my girl.
I was about to say that's hard.
It's hard. It's hard, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can be like, I don't know about that, but you can't say no.
No, if you
but-
say no, you're a bad person.
yeah, it's grits. You're grits.
Yo, listen,
You ain't getting talked to for the rest of the week.
listen. If you get all the good things.
Oh, you hate me.
Yeah.
What? Oh, so, right. So you don't love me anymore.
Selling out. That's something a man would never do, man.
You like somebody else?
Straight up.
I
Damn, why I gotta go there, man?
just don't want to do your laundry. That's all. Alright.
So,
So life was easier before.
life was easier before I knew what the world really was like. Innocence was the most beautiful thing. And I know everybody says that. But the biggest thing about I love my innocence. I wish I was more intentional with who I had sex with. I wish the first time I had sex was the only time I had sex with that person. You know what I mean? Yeah,
You really fell in?
100%.
Crazy.
You know, because now
Nigga 22.
yeah.
What was this? It's just mind blowing right now.
You know what I mean? Like to wake up and battle what I battle with as far as lust in that area, it's hard, man. It's hard when you watch so much porn and you watch and you sexualize women. It's hard for you to see them any other way. You know what I mean? Like even when you don't want to see it that way. But neither hand on that.
No, it's crazy though. You got that mindset for real. Cause I mean, like even though like I love my girl, like I can't say that I wish I only, you know, ever only slept with her. Cause that's crazy to me. Like, yeah, you need. I mean, I don't know. I feel like you need experience.
Yeah.
You need different types of
Yeah.
experiences. Like not sex ain't the same like with different people. So like I don't know. I feel like I needed all my experiences to love my experience with my girl now.
What's it?
But you know, teach his own, like you
I was about
said.
to say that.
You know what I'm saying? Like you live in a different life, my boy. Like niggas don't drink, you don't smoke. He wishes you could take everything he did back. Like I don't have no regrets.
Yeah.
Like I feel like all my bad decisions, like
So-
made me who I am today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, of
But
course,
that's beautiful though.
Yeah,
You're a
like-
beautiful human.
man, I'm alright. I'm okay. I'm still working.
I know you're humble. I'm gonna say it again. You're a beautiful human. Accept it.
Yes, sir. Thank
No problem, man. I'm here to tell you. I'll say it again. You're a beautiful human.
you.
If I could change anything in the world, it would be.
Yeah. Fuck it, change anything. Time.
What about?
More time. What's up? Listen, you don't know how valuable time is until you understand you only live in one. Like when you're young, right? It was the saying, you probably saw it. A person, there's two lives, right? A man lives two lives. And his second life starts when he realizes he only has one, right? So time is so dope that jobs pay you for it. You get paid for your time. That's how important time is. Time. You know what I mean? Time.
So you have more of it, like, or like, do you want guarantees? Because we're not, you know what I'm saying? Because like we don't know when our time ends. For all we know, like back in the day, people was living to 112, 130. But in the Bible, they saying thousands of years. You know what I'm saying? So like, we really don't know. I don't subscribe to the Bible. I'm just saying.
No. I
But like, you know what I'm saying? As far as we know, we don't know when the expiration date is. So
For
like,
sure.
you just want guaranteed time.
Yeah, then I would say guaranteed time. Guaranteed time.
Okay.
Yeah, I just feel like
You get a lot of sleep at night.
nah, man. I'm a thinker. I'm always working. Like this is my only day off when I'm here. Like before I came here, I had a meeting at at the studio to do a shoot there. Every day I'm over.
Sleep is important, my boy. I know we like.
It is.
You're young and shit. You can handle it, but sleep is important because we're gonna catch up with you. I don't mean to sound like an old head. I'm not that old.
No, I hear you. Yeah,
That shit hits you, my boy. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Sleep deprivation is the thing. I used to go through it. Studio work. I used to work night shift, overnight, morning. You know what I'm saying? I worked. When my son was born, I worked 3 jobs
yeah, for sure.
all day.
Thank you.
Never got to see him. I had to quit with 1 job because I'm just like, 1, I need sleep. 2, I don't even get to enjoy the time when I'm home with my son. You know what I'm saying? So,
Cause you sleep.
because I'm asleep
Yes, sir.
and I'm not aware. So, you know, when you're tired and shit, you're not fully aware and fully able to do the things you're supposed to do. 100%.
This is true.
So,
Right.
you know, it definitely goes into, you know, your relationships, your jobs, you know what I'm saying, your music, you know what I'm saying. I know the music thing is cool to never sleep. I'll sleep when I'm dead, but
I definitely do not. Well, I hear what you're saying. Don't embody it.
yeah. Sleep
But
is important.
it is important. I guess. Well, I know the way that I look at it, I'd rather sacrifice it. Because I don't want to get to the point where I'm working so much in my job and they tiring me out to where I can't work on myself. I'd rather lose a lot of sleep in 3 years and then work for myself and we can sleep when we're more established. You know what I mean? So, like, of course, I do want to catch up eventually. I'm just not interested in it right now. Every day I got to walk into that job.
He said 3 a.m.
You know what I mean? So,
You want to eat FedEx?
nah, I work at a casino. I won't disclose the location.
Okay.
Sure.
Because I used to work at FedEx and we used to have in 2, 3
Yeah.
a.m. 3 a.m.
That's hard though. Yo, to anybody who can work overnight, to anybody who can.
Oh yeah, overnight was a bitch, bro.
I can
City
see.
Furniture.
Yeah.
From 6 p.m. to 5, bro. That shit was hell.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go back to low key because I need some bread. Power City Furniture. Take a nigga back. You know? Take a nigga back.
But also too, it's like I had purpose outside of that job. Every day I get up, I know it isn't clever. I like
You had purpose at a young age. I mean, you already knew yourself. Got you. You had purpose at a young age, bro. Like I said, I'm very impressed. You not smoking, not drink, not just because you didn't smoke and didn't drink, because that's not like you're not really supposed to do that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like if the environment you grew up around, the people you grew up around, to not do it and to still not do it and to have a conscious, you know what I'm saying, like mind state, it's very commendable. You know what I'm saying? So like you got identity, you had purpose. Like you might have not known what it was when you were younger. And like you said, you weren't comfortable because you didn't know if that's exactly what you wanted.
Yeah.
But somewhere, that some deep voice, some feeling inside, it knew.
Yeah.
And it's growing now. You know what I'm saying? I see it, bro. But, you're a beautiful human.
Thank you, man. Something else too. I do touch drink occasionally. Occasionally.
So he was capping.
Yeah,
He smokes too.
nah.
But
But it's very seldom.
okay.
It's very, very seldom.
It's for reasons like you celebrating with family or
Yeah, or even a conversation like let's say somebody in my household will support, you know, a little bit. I'll pour up with them, but give me the bottle of bottles where I can take 2 sips and I'm done.
Okay.
And I
You
mean,
ain't trying to keep drinking.
no. Also too.
So have you ever been drunk?
Yes, I have been drunk. Never do it again.
You didn't like it.
No, not at all. Also too because I didn't do it the right way. I just was going ham. Thought it was fun.
What was you drinking?
I don't know, man. That's the problem.
Oh,
No. Also too, the reason I stayed away from substances, right? Because I seen the effects of it. I seen the effects of people who can't control themselves. See, you probably do things in moderation. You know, I mean, I don't know to your fullest.
Yeah,
right?
I try. I got a lot better. I got a lot better.
But I got into arguments with people overthinking that I stole their weed. That my liquor's missing. Their wife get beat up because they too drunk to control themselves. I seen the effects of it.
Yeah.
I never want to do that.
I feel it.
Also too, my boy was telling me, it's not hard to have self-control. It's hard to lose it and regain it. I don't want to lose it. Because the fight to regain is really
It's
hard.
hard, yeah.
All right?
That is true.
So,
Yeah, man. Is there anything else you want to say to people to wrap this thing up? Anything you want to shout out? Any people you want to shout out? anything else you got going on and want people to know?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, thank you for having me up. Keep chasing your dreams, all that good stuff. Don't be afraid to get out of your comfortable space, collaborate with people. You know what I mean? And shout out to Anchor Clothing, for sponsoring us. I appreciate you. That's it.
So that's what's up.
Oh, and lastly, I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys too. Thank you, man. I really appreciate the opportunity. You know what I mean?
Problem.
Thank you so much.
You already know, man. Like I said, we gonna talk.
Yes, there's many cameras.
Develop this relationship, you know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you.
Well, this has been a beautiful episode with a beautiful human. The Florida Vibe Directory, you know what I'm saying? It's your host with the most that loves but on his motherfucking so it's just that water. And of course, on the ones and twos, we got Luke. I am not your motherfucking Robert. Don't ask me for nothing. I'm just fucking with you. I love you. But yeah, man. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Good stuff. Follow us on Instagram. Follow Contrary on Instagram.
You know
follow
what?
his YouTube. All that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? You want to say something? You can interrupt me. You know, this is about you.
Has anybody ever done a quick freestyle?
On this show, not while I've been a host.
All right, so do a quick one. All right, what camera we look? We looking in?
I'll follow you.
All right.
Yeah, you can like you can go anyone if you want to like. You know?
Your two cameras are these two for.
All right, I got you. All right, it's gonna be quick. I said no way, some way, think that you hate me, go away. Used me for the crime and got rid of me like a throwaway. No more getting high, put the snow away. Having bad thoughts, I pray, but they don't go away. I'd rather be blunt than smoke a blunt and lie. Lie there, no one heard me, so I cried there. Why there? I suffer in silence all the time. So I went somewhere silent and suffered. The name's Contrary, man. Appreciate you.
Okay, you heard it here first. This is not Sway. This is the Florida Vibe Directory. It's your host with the most like butter is motherfucking toast, man. Y'all make sure that you know what I'm saying. Follow my dog. Follow my dog, man. He's a beautiful human for real. So I'll say it 8 more times.
I think you're right.
We gotta have a count. I'm gonna clip this. I'm gonna count it up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna count it up.
that'd be dope. Yes.
Alright, man. Love, man, love. Thank you for coming through.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Real.
This is Zanaya.
It's the righteous vigilante Jamar Creek, and you're tuning in to Minds Wide Open. Hey, yo, check it out. This is Namestream, never mainstream. You're tuning in to Minds Wide Open Media.
Shout out to the Florida Vibe Directory. You are now listening to the best playlist in South Florida.